Hello everyone, my name is Takanomiyashi and I am the founder and main developer for Takaneko Gaming. I wanted to take the time to finally announce that it is officially launch day. Yes, the Project G Incident Tape 1 is finally available to download on itch.io. Links will be included in the description. There'll be a little something on the screen here to tell you where to go. Yeah, it's been wow. The last week has been very tense, like full to the brim with all kinds of testing and playing and replaying of the game. Like quite almost literally up to the last minute, I was finding little things that I was just perplexed as to like why is this happening now? And for a moment, I really did think that, man, am I gonna have to push this by a day or something? Because I'm not supposed to be finding more things that are like causing issues. I think that like as far as as much as I wanted to figure that I finished fixing the storage room event, something happened. And even now, there is the slightest, smallest little bug that's in there that it's like, it happens this time, play again, doesn't happen. So if it's not going to happen the majority of the time, why did it happen that one time? What what do I do about that? Same thing goes for sound issues. It's like, okay, perfect playthrough, try again. This sound didn't play immediately as it was supposed to, but like you roll it back, try the sound again, and it plays, and it's like, so why did you not play correctly the first time? It's just a quirk that is in the game. And it's like, it's even worse when I was thinking about it before. It's even when, no, hold on. It's worse when you think about it in the fact that when you play test the game in UE5, everything runs perfectly. Build the game, play it, something is off for no particular reason. And remember that one sound effect that I may not, I don't even know if I've even mentioned it. There was that one sound effect in the sound stage that was not going off right. It goes off right one time. Next playthrough doesn't go off the right time. Next playthrough goes off the right time. Next playthrough goes, yeah, it zigzags. Great. What's going to be interesting is that if I happen to see any like playthroughs of it, and I'm gonna sit there and be like, is the sound gonna play correctly or not? And there it goes. It didn't. So it's like, okay, it doesn't ruin anything. It doesn't mess with the experience, but you kind of just get that inkling in the back of your head that it's like, was that supposed to play now, or was that supposed to play back then? Not that far back then. This is still within the same, like, maybe 5-second window. But you're just wondering, like, is that 5-second delay? Or was that on purpose or not? In case you're wondering about the subtle change, the game just launched. Okay, like I know I said at the beginning, the game has launched, but like, so I started recording this like 5 minutes before the game. I was supposed to like put everything together for the game to go up on itch.io, and then I stopped the recording, turned around. I did all of the like the behind the scenes thing. I launched the game. I sent out like some emails, double checked everything to see like, okay, we can download from here, right? When you open the key, it shows the demo and the full game, and I'm like, yes, everything is set, and we're done. We're here, and we're back. The game is officially launched. I'm not sure what to expect. I should expect nothing. That is, I don't know. For some, that is kind of just like, okay, so expecting anything comes with its I don't know. I guess you could say it comes with its caveat. I don't want to. I don't want to be a developer that's like, I launch the game. Now I have to stare at the analytics and watch as to see if like the bar goes up or the bar goes down, or if maybe it takes a few days and then the bar finally moves up a tick or something like that. I don't necessarily want to be one of those types of people. The launch has happened. It's finally off my plate. The only thing that could happen that could be really like frustrating is if I start to, if I get feedback that the game is not downloading, or that the game is not opening, or that something happened as a result of somebody playing the game, which would really suck. Because like, as far as like the testing goes, I've only had in the lifespan of the game, I've only had about 3 different laptops that I've been able to test the game on, and my current gaming laptop is the only one that has been able to play the game all the way through. I mentioned in the in one of like the little blurbs on itch.io that we had access to one low-end laptop that we used to try and play the game, and it didn't work. And it's literally one of my old laptops that I have in the other room, and I said, okay, let me upload everything, let me put this let me make that external link in itch.io and everything. If somebody, like, if a laptop that is not associated with me, because anything I do on my rig here just works automatically because it knows exactly who I am and everything. So if I open the game on another laptop that doesn't have anything to do with me, what happens? And everything works perfectly. The game downloads, the game extracts, the game opens, runs really it chugs trying to get through the main menu. Get to the options, I set it to low with at least medium shadows, and I'm thinking this is gonna work well enough. It moves a little bit, slightly smoother, going from the options menu to the main menu, and all of a sudden it just crashes. It just says fatal error, dies. And I did this twice, and I just figured, okay, this laptop cannot take it. So low-end laptop probably won't be able to run it, but if it's like at least medium, or maybe like you have enough in there to get the game going, great. This was meant to be such a small game. That's why I kept saying that it was supposed to take a month, maybe 3 months to finish, but it just kept kind of like expanding and expanding. Mostly just because I wanted to have NPCs in the game. It would be just as easy for you to walk around, and maybe there was sounds that would alert you that there was something there, but I wanted there to be something there, something following you. And it was difficult for me to find like a Godzilla model that I could use, and even if I found a model that I could use that someone was selling and be like, hey, you can use this mesh for your game, I had no idea how I was going to implement that. I think that if you look at the alpha footage of the game that I uploaded to the channel, I briefly look up and you can see a Goji model up there, like a Gojira model, like a Godzilla model up there. And obviously this was like a placeholder thing. I needed a visual. I needed a visual to know, okay, this is what Goji would look like if he was standing in the hallway and whatnot. But all I had was the mesh. And the stupid part is, like, the mesh was like 2 different pieces. So you bring one into the world, it's like the top half, and then you bring the other one out and it's the bottom half, and you have to like move them together and merge in order to get it to be one piece. So that was there. But yeah, like that's the model that I pulled up, and I figured, darn it, if this thing could move, then I could use it as the model, and I wouldn't have to make my own. I wouldn't have to go through all that trouble. But eventually I just figured, like, okay, I cannot figure out how to make, I don't know how to put this thing together so that it can move. At the moment, I didn't have the like funds to pay for anything, and I didn't want to pay for something that I didn't even know how to maneuver. So that's when I started looking at Blender tutorials, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make it from scratch. So that's how Goji got around. We got around to doing Goji, and then I needed NPCs, and I'm like, okay, can I get some like pre-made NPCs? Well, the problem with pre-made NPCs is that it has to be the right quality of pre-made NPC, because if it's a like a high-end good-looking NPC, it won't mesh well with the low poly look of Goji in the game. So then I figured out, okay, I guess I need to make my own NPCs. So I made my own NPCs. And it was, and then I went with like, okay, well, faces. How do we do faces? Well, let's do the N64 type faces. If you go back to GoldenEye, those are the type of faces that I was thinking of when I was figuring this is the type of like graphical fidelity that we want to use for the game. That's why I went back and I said, okay, so that's why, not we went back, but that's why at the very beginning we figured, okay, is this going to be like a retro style PS1 and 64 type game, with the little commodities that, like little advances in technology that come in with like with future games. I would not be able to tell you that all of the features that are in the Project G Incident Tape 1 are features that would be available in the PS1 and 64 era. They were just things I threw in because that is what I wanted in there. I didn't really figure, would a PS1 or N64 game have dialogue that plays by itself? Would it have all of these NPCs moving around the way they are? I'm sure it would. Would it have a like you press a button and it brings up like a to-do list that you can like you can alternate in and out, toggle in and out, things like that. I just kind of went with what I needed for the game. The only thing that was going to be PS1, PS1, and 64 was the retro, like the look of it all. The thing to take away from all this is that the Project G Incident is finally complete. It has finally released on itch.io. Links in the description. And now it's only a matter of time before we finally get some more details about our Nets project. Now, the funny part is that I had figured initially I'm gonna keep the first project not the first project. I'm gonna keep the second project really close to the chest. It'll be like a little surprise when we finally release a teaser. And what was funny was that I went back to our itch.io page, and if you go to the profile page for our itch.io, you can see the list of games that we have in the planning and pre-production stages. All of them. Like I think the first 5 or 6 projects are already listed there. So if you're interested in what's coming and not going to wait for it, you can go to our itch.io profile page, and you can see the games that Takaneko Gaming has on the in the pipeline, as it were. Won't be taking any more of your time here. I'd like you to take your time to go download the Project G Incident Tape 1 on itch.io. It is free and available for everyone. We'd like to know what you think about it. How did the finale turn out for you? I think that's going to be the really divisive part. We'd like to know what you think about it and what we could definitely improve for the next project or for the next game dev production cycle. I'm taking a little bit of a day for myself so I can kind of monitor how things are going, make sure that I don't get any messages or comments that say cannot open game, this and that, problem, thing. I just really hope that it works, because after all the testing I did across like at least 3 different laptops, and then of course we had some really generous people who took the time to play the demo, and if you can play the demo, then you should be able to play the full game without issues. Except that one sound thing that happened for Scruffy Rat. I still, for the life of me, I cannot figure out how that would have happened. How do you lose all audio except for the one banging sound that happens in the restroom? I got nothing. I really hope that it gets ironed out by itself. So that's going to do it for this update, everybody. Once again, the Project G Incident Tape 1 has finally released. Takaneko Gaming is officially an indie game developer with our first self-published game. We're looking forward to the next one. I've already pulled up a whole bunch of videos on YouTube that I need to watch in order to immerse myself in the storyline and the world that I'm going to be working on next. It's a 2D platformer horror, black and white. That's as far as here and on the channel. That's as far as I'm gonna go. If you'd like to know more, go to our itch.io profile page, and I list everything out. if anything, I'm looking forward to finishing the second project so that we can go on to maybe the third project. So, but one thing at a time, one thing at a time. This is going to be another year and a half cycle, hopefully. If I am more diligent and disciplined, it can be shorter. But I procrastinate a lot, and I get really distracted, and I get really sometimes I get bored, and I take a break from something, and then it's like, crud, I better stop what this alternate thing I'm doing and get back to the game, because if I don't, that would really suck to stop working on something that I really want to be passionate about. But anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support and your patience unknowingly. Thank you so much for the project. For the Man in the Suit series. I hope that maybe someday, in one way or another, maybe it does continue. And of course, I'm looking forward to your other projects. Where's the Steamboat Willie one? For me, I'm interested in knowing what that one's about. That'll wrap it up for now, everybody. My name is Takanomiyashi, and remember, my heart goes out to all of you. Take care.